All right, my next question is in regards to the add-ons in general. What left-hand menu bar add-ons do you actually use in your gaming?
Pretty much the ones that you can see on my screen at the moment. So I often will have the chat window open in Google. If I'm not using Roll20, I'll click on the little chat window, which is the little blue box. And what you can do there is you can send messages to the players. But the other thing that you can do is you can post in URLs to resources that you've got. So if you've got a map or an online or an image online, or very frequently I'll actually have a PDF of the rules or the quick play guides for the players, which I'll put online so that they can just quickly download them here. There is a screen share option inside Hangouts. I almost never use it for gaming. I like to have my screen very private so I can arrange all my assets on the screen. You can use capture. Now what capture will do is it'll take a recording of your entire game session. Bear in mind that if you stop your game or you stop the capture, you won't be able to recapture without starting a new game session. So just be careful about that, or you can't do it easily anyway.
Okay.
You've got the toolbox, and the toolbox is where you can do this thing with the setting up your name, but also on the toolbox you've got a little control which shows volume, and you can actually separate. You can individually set people's volume. Sometimes when I'm playing, I'll find someone will have a very weak headphone, in which case you want to turn their volume up, and others of them will be booming out, so you want to bring these down. That gives you a lot of granularity control.
That's a really nice way of putting it, Joe.
Oh, that's because
They've
I'm a
got
nice guy.
they've
Weak,
got weak headphones.
weak
That's the reason.
headphones. Weak headphones. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. If you're playing this without headphones, just don't, because you'll end up putting echo back for everybody else. So always get yourself a big sexy pair of headphones. I'm too sexy for my headphones. Too sexy. Or you could do what you've got in the little cheap button ones, because you can't afford big headphones, which are held together with masking tape. One of the things I do like, and I know it's really cheesy, is the standard Google Effects plugin. So far we haven't gotten any special plugins, but the Google Effects plugin gives you a limited set of headgear that you can have, and quite often I will wear a pirate hat. So you just click on it and you've got a pirate hat on your head and it follows you around. So I get to play pirates a lot. The patch, glasses, and so forth. And it didn't just, when you're, especially as a GM, as you're switching between different characters in the game, it's great to give them different facial hair, especially if it's, I'm Glomf, evil ruler of Zlob. Bow down before me. Actually, that's probably that one. So just, it just adds something else for people to think about and remember. And of course, you've got some basic sound effects. Just don't leave them on all the time because they can get annoying. Probably the most useful one is actually Google Drives. So you can actually call up Google Drives and share a document or an image or pretty much anything you want that you've got in Google Drives, or create something on the fly. So when you click on Google Drives, it will literally share your Google Drives, the document that you select in Google Drives, with the other players.
Right.
However, I actually tend to use Google Drive separately, so I always keep an additional screen, and I'll go and get one up. There we go, and I'll bring it over here so that the people who are viewing this can see it. I normally keep an additional set of folders open with my Google Drive documents, so that when I bring up a document, let's say I wanted to share this document, I could open it up. I would then use the share command on the Google Doc itself to share this with the various players, in which case I know that you've already been shared with this. You then copy the URL. I'm just going to minimize that. And what you can then do is use the chat window
Which
to
is
send
the second down on the menu.
second down on the menu. Well, these can vary because depending on how you've got your Hangout set up. But then what I can do is I can actually share the link to that document. Now, if you were to click on that link, Stuart,
Yep.
you can now see that you've actually got the rules for deniable up. And as a GM, you can set these so that the documents that you share are editable by the players, editable by all the players, editable by only a few players, just viewable. You know, you've got a lot of control. And then what I'll do is I generally have a multi-monitor system running anyway. I would then have that document, which I have shared, up on one of my other screens, so I can constantly refer to it. And
that's a big one in my opinion. Having multiple monitors.
Huge help.
Running a Hangout game without it is a major pain. You really want that second screen for the extra real estate. You need it.
I think as a GM, you absolutely need it. It's not hugely essential if you're a player, but I certainly like the ability to have all my documents open, and if these are character sheets which are pre-created, then I can also see the players making changes to their character sheets in real time on the other screen. Or I can write on their character sheet a new secret for them, which is a great method. So they'll be playing, and I'll just, rather than having to do it through the chat channel, I'll just go onto their character sheet and I'll write up, the infection is getting worse. You feel hungry. Blood, blood, blood. Something like that. And, the player will eventually see that on their sheet and go, oh crap, I'm turning into a ferret.
Yeah.